Hey y'all, it's Mandy Connor, and you're listening to Talkin' Autism. Pull up a chair because today I want to talk about service dogs, specifically our own story. Now let me start by saying this. Our experience may not be the same as yours. In fact, families who've had life-changing, beautiful success with service dogs may share a different testimony. But today I do have to share our side because it wasn't picture perfect, as you've heard before. When Caitlin was about 4 years old, she was already in speech therapy. We'd been through early intervention, and she was receiving public school services. But elopement was a huge concern for us. And in my desperate mom brain, I thought maybe a service dog is the answer. Maybe this will keep her safe. Maybe it will help her connect in ways that other things have not worked. We've always been dog people, and we own a yellow lab, Dolly. She came into our lives when she was just 6 months old, and at the same time, we had our 6-month-old daughter, Rylan. So they were growing up alongside each other. She was loyal, she was protective, she was the one cleaning up spilled snacks and was a sounding alarm to our children if they wandered too far in the yard. She was, in every way, the goodest girl. So when I went to look for a service dog, I wasn't thinking about whether Caitlin even liked dogs. I was thinking about safety. I was thinking this will solve everything. We fundraised money, we went through training, we did all the things. And then reality set in. Picture this. I'm 5 months pregnant. I've got a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a service dog tethered to Caitlin. And we're walking in Publix. Y'all, it looked like a circus act of a parade. Grocery cart flying, service dog pulling, Caitlin bouncing off the wall, and me sweating like crazy. It was not the picture you see in a brochure. And on top of it, Caitlin really didn't like dogs. And the dog, well, she didn't really take to Caitlin either. There was sadly no bond. And that was tough because we had poured so much into it. But in the end, we made the decision to donate the dog back to the organization in hopes that she could help another family. And guess what? She actually did. She spent 2 school years in a special education classroom where she didn't help just one child, she helped every child. And although it didn't work for us, it worked for them. What I took away from this season was this. Sometimes the things that you think is the answer just isn't the right fit, and that's okay. Because we already had Dolly, and Dolly was her kind of service dog. She wasn't trained with any fancy vest or any fancy commands, but she knew. She was on the golf cart, she was under the sensory swing, she was always right next to Caitlin. For 13 years, Dolly watched over her in her own quiet way. Losing her was heartbreaking. But later we welcomed Hank, our goofy golden doodle. And while he isn't Caitlin's service dog either, he's been an incredible companion. Sometimes when she's in her room, riding out a meltdown, Hank will come and lay his giant 90-pound body right over my lap. And in that moment, I know he's grounding me. He's the calm in the storm. So no, we didn't make it in the service dog world, but we were still blessed. And I have learned that before you go down the road, it's worth asking, is this for my child or is this for me? Is this what my child needs? Is my child ready for a service dog? Does my child like dogs? Do we already have pets in the home? Am I looking for a trained companion or just a dog who can love us all as well? For some families, the answer will be yes, and a service dog will change everything. For us, the answer looked different, and that's okay. I'll be sharing other family testimonies about their service dogs in future episodes because there really are incredible stories out there. But today, I just want to say, Dolly, you are the goodest girl. And Hank, thanks for keeping me company now, you crazy. It doesn't get easier, we just get better at it. Pull up a chair, I'm talking autism, and I'm so glad you're here.